Do you feel that both your career and then also the therapy and the tools that you've learned, you've started to almost create like a backpack of skills and tools that it doesn't matter what you throw at me, I'm ready?
Yep, I think so. I have woken up since checking into the hospital, and the one that's the scariest for me is the one that doesn't happen with the transition, or with the when I wake up and I'm just down and I'm not nice, and I don't feel like being nice, and I don't feel like myself, and I just feel numb, and I don't care, and nothing matters. Having that, especially after you've had children and you feel like people are actually relying on you, that is that's scary to me. But what I've done now is exactly what you said. You create this support, this quilt around you of people, of things, of stuff that just can change your way. And the first thing I do is I say it to somebody. And to me, that's it. For me, that usually takes me up about 5% from wherever I was. And once I've said it, I'm like, okay, what's the next step? How do I get to this next place? I don't think it'll be like that forever. I'm sure I'll wake up with one of the darker times. I've been very fortunate to not have that dark of a time yet. But even within the last couple of weeks, I've said to my husband, something's wrong. And then I had to attack, what is it? What's going on? And it was the wake up time. There is no more transition. We haven't had anything big happen. And I had to go in kind of deep, and then it ended up being chemical, and I hadn't even really realized it. But, physical and stuff. And you don't give yourself credit for the things that you can't figure out right away. So I do that too, where it's like grace. I know that's so silly to say, but giving yourself that grace to figure out, have a little bit of time. And then if you can have somebody in your life that consistently reminds you, this is going to go away. The storm's going to pass. Yeah. It has to. That's how I liken it to the earth, because you have heat at the equator, you have cold at the poles, and that's why storms happen, because it has to be evened out. That's what the earth wants so badly. That's what we all want so badly. We all want to be evened out. It's never going to happen. Sorry. Yeah. Some people are going to be more dynamic and farther away from the equator, and some people, you know what I'm saying, and you just happen to be that person who lays on that latitude, and then you learn ways to prepare for those storms. But I always too keep that in my head. It's like this most narcissistic thing. I keep my own quote in my head, but that the clouds can't last forever. It's not how the atmosphere works. It's not how life works. Like, sunshine is coming. It will. Yeah. And then you're gonna wake up one day, and I always cherish. That's what I'm better at too now, is having gratitude for that sun. When that sun is there, you're like, yes!